again, folks. I am here with Chris Cross, and wow, you're tall.
Yeah, that's what happens. You have a father who's 6'4" and a mother that's 5'11".
Wow. Okay, you know, I got odd for a second because the last guy I interviewed said that I was tall, and then this guy's a good, foot and a half taller than me. So why don't you tell us what you do, Mr. Cross?
Well, right now I'm a comic artist. I work with Marvel and DC and a lot of smaller companies for almost 20 years. And working on my own stuff also. But people know me, Chris Cross, doing Captain Marvel back in the days, Firestorm, some stuff in Milestone back in the days when they did the Milestone media stuff for DC. A lot of that stuff.
All right, now you say you've done work for DC and Marvel. Does that ever create any kind of conflict?
Not really. I mean, when you're freelance, you have the option to go back and forth if you need to. Whoever has to work for you and you enjoy doing it, you stay where your bread is buttered, really.
All right, why don't you tell us some of the work that you've done?
Well, for the most part, Captain Marvel was like the longest stuff I've done. That was a good stretch for about good 3 years. And then I did some other stuff for DC, Firestorm, some Justice League of America. I got out the industry for a bit, did some outside stuff. Then I came back and I did this book, Final Crisis Aftermath Dance, which was a limited series. I think it's still coming out now. And I'm about to do something for DC also to rehash the Milestone media stuff, the Static Shock, the Blood Syndicate stuff. All that stuff is going to be in 2 books. So I'm going to be doing some of the stories on that.
All right, so what exactly does your job entail doing? What exactly do you do? You're an artist, but what?
Well, they give me a script, and I take the script and I break it down into art panels and set it in a way where it'll be easy for them to be able to do dialogue. And then I send it off to the inker. Inker does his thing, and then the inker, they send it to the editor. They do what they have to do to send the files over to the colorist. They color it up, right to production, and then you get your comic.
So it sounds like you have almost as much input into the creation of these comics as the writer does, because the writer writes out what the script is, but you're the guy that decides how it's going to look.
Well, yeah, especially if you start from the beginning. I mean, if it's a totally new concept, you have to come up with some kind of conceptual design for those characters that people will get into, something that people automatically say, I want to look at that. So that's my job, and then I have to make them act in the book, and make it work with the script. So, but I'll talk with the writer, and I'll talk with the colorist also, to make sure that what I've set up continues to show itself in the work.
All right, now tell me, what is the first comic you ever worked on?
They ain't taking me back now. Ever?
Ever.
Well, it was a small press book called Strange Behavior, a long time ago. So black and white stuff. I think it was like I want to say 1991, maybe. Yeah, I think I was just getting into college at that point.
All right, how about your first big break?
That's when I started working with Milestone Media when they were putting stuff out through DC. And I was doing Blood Syndicate for like a good year.
All right, now are you a gamer at all?
Yeah.
All right, why don't we go into that? Tell us about your gaming.
Well, unfortunately, because I'm so busy, I don't get to do as much as I love to, but I own a PS3, PS3 all the way. I guess there's this big Xbox PS3 rivalry. I don't get it, but,
You won't get any of that here. I own both systems.
Yeah, really? A lot of people I know own both systems. My brother is a straight-up tech head, so he's got Nintendo, he's got the Xbox, he's got the PS3, PS2, I even gave my PS2 away to my little brother, and I got the PS3. So. But I managed to get the good one, the one, I think it's the...
Backwards compatible?
Backwards compatible.
60 gigs?
Yeah, the 60 gig one.
Yeah, that's the one I got, right there. Holy crap, your hand just enveloped mine. Yeah, wait, let's look at that. Oh, damn. All right, yeah, the 60 gig PS3, that's the best one right there. It plays the PS2 games, plays the PS1 games. I mean, it has it all. It has all the hookups that they've taken out. Yeah, that's the best one to have.
You gotta have the sound system too.
Yeah. Yeah, no, me, myself, 61-inch big screen TV at home.
Me.
Oh, really? What do you got?
Like 37-inch.
That's still good.
Almost like I see it. That's good enough for me.
Yeah, I am like a really big gamer. I mean, to the point, like I said, I got the 61-inch screen TV, I got the Wii, I got the 360 and the PS3 and the Dreamcast all hooked up.
Dreamcast. I saw somebody selling like a tower of them things over there. I hadn't seen that in 10 years, 15 years.
Yeah, well, Dreamcast was, it launched in 9909 is in 1999, and I think they stopped selling them, officially, like 2001.
That's when they decided to start going into producing games, right? Instead of just going into
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. They decided to just make games at that point instead of systems.
Right. Yeah, I was kind of sad to see that.
I know. I really love the Dreamcast. It was a great system with great games.
But it started to seed, though.
Well, the only reason it really went out of business, I mean, it's arguable, but I have to say is because the PS2 came out with the DVD. Dreamcast didn't have DVD.
Right, sure. It's on cartridge. Right. Which I don't think anybody even does that with radio anymore. It's like, no more 8-track. You got virtually no more DVD, really. I mean, you just MP3 and everything. Everything is pretty much software.
Right. Now, tell me, what is your favorite game on the PS3? You said you have a PS3.
PS3, some of the, Heavenly Sword. I love that game.
Were you pissed off when they canceled the sequel?
I know now. I guess I was out the loop.
Are you pissed off now?
Pissed off now. Did they say what happened?
Well, it was originally planned as a trilogy, and the first one didn't sell as well as they wanted it to, so they pulled the plug.
I don't get that. That was a great game.
You liked it then?
I mean, all the way through the art, the articulation.
So as an artist, you can really appreciate it.
Conceptual design work. I forgot the artist who even did this stuff. I think he's French. That stuff was amazing.
Did you?
It was just like his stuff.
And did you see the animated videos that they released alongside the game?
Yep, I looked at that on the website too, and I haven't found a way to download them into my hard drive. So I look at them. I study those all the time too. So it makes me want to. I mean, I'm trying to get back into doing some conceptual design for games too. So slowly trying to get back in there, but I would love to have something to do with games pretty soon.
And do you do any multiplayer gaming?
No, I don't. Mostly because of the amount of time that I have. Because it's just like being a World of Warcraft player. It's like once you get in, you're jacked in, and that's it.
It's like the Matrix. You just go.
Yeah, you're in, and that's it. Man. So with the amount of work that I usually have to do, it takes a lot of my time. So if I play, I have to play in between when I'm drawing something, when I'm writing something. But some of the great games coming out now, Uncharted too. Can't wait for that.
I was just about to say, go play Uncharted. It's it's such an awesome game. And any other games you're looking forward to?
What's it? I forgot the name of it. Dark Rain, Black Rain.
Yeah, it's Heavy Rain.
Heavy Rain. Everything but the heavy. But
it reminds me of that Eddie Murphy movie.
I'm glad that they were doing games like that. I want to see a superhero game like that.
Yeah. Now, what was that one Eddie Murphy movie where they were doing that film in the movie, Chubby Rain? You remember that movie?
Yeah. Arsenio Hall was in it too, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know. And when the game was announced as Heavy Rain, it made me think of Chubby Rain, and I'm like, is Eddie Murphy going to be in this game?
Don't give it time. Before you know it, you have a comedy, some kind of comedy thing that they'll put on a game too, and he'll be in it. Yeah,
now Heavy Rain looks like a great game that's coming out, and it's actually from the makers of quite a few great games. Have you played any of the other games they worked on? For example, they did Fahrenheit, which was actually in the United States called crap. I played the game a million times and I can't remember the name.
You have to read parts too, man. There's a lot going on, so you have to try to keep it. I mean, the video game market is such now that before when Sony came out with their PS3, they were kind of complaining because there wasn't enough games in the system in the market. Now, one right after the other, it's like they always have to slow it down because there's so many good games coming out now.
Yeah, I mean, you go bankrupt if you buy games during the heavy season.
50, 60 bucks a pop. And there's only so much stimulation you can have. I mean, I just finished playing, I think, just about half of Batman.
Indigo Prophecy, that was it. Indigo Prophecy. All right, now, oh, excuse me? Oh, yeah, Arkham Asylum was great. I was talking to Smoke about that yesterday, and Smoke is just, in love with that game.
He wound up getting, I think he got the DVD for the Batman, the Japanese version, the Japanese animation. And he sent that to me, for a birthday present. I was like, good, I don't have to buy it now, but he's really into that.
All right, now, this has been a great conversation. I've enjoyed talking to you about comics, video games, PS3, stuff like that. But we're going to wrap things up.